So, this here is not going to be an inbox review. Um, quite different as the title says. This is going to be a progress. So what that means is this is not going to be a straight up build. You're not going to watch me build. You're going to see parts of the progress, and I'll explain what's going on. Mostly because I've already started this. This is by AMK Avant-Garde model kits. This is actually a very nice kit. Some people have claimed to have some fit issues. However, those fits that people complain about, I have yet to have those issues. So the instruction manual is pretty good here. I have made it basically through step 3. That's it. And that's actually taken a bit. This is a very detailed kit. It is very nice. So I've gotten through. The engines have been painted. We're going to go ahead and pull the engines out here. Actually, we'll go ahead and show you the nacelles, or just one of them right here. The inside that has been painted there. Let me see if I can get some more light here. Woohoo! Look at that, more light. That has been painted there, and there is some weathering on the inside here. Weathering is done. So the paint is actually AK Interactive paints. I do not have that paint sitting right here. Weathering is done with a combination of AK Interactive weathering stuff, such as this stuff right here. Well, this is MIG, but I've been using MIG and AK Interactive. Here's some more AK stuff. This is Streaking Grime. I use these products as well as MIG products that are similar. Also the old school MIG pigments, as well as Tamiya and Hobby Lobby weathering effects in the little makeup kit type things. I apologize for this glare. I have no way to shut that off in this window. As I have mentioned before, I live in a 30-foot travel trailer. We are going to be moving into a house this summer. So I will go ahead and kind of give a rundown. These nacelles are different here. These are in here. I still have to actually paint the exterior of these. But go ahead and put these out. These will actually, they're a little fiddly and tricky to get actually locked in here. You can see that little tab right there and that one right there actually interlock here and here. So they are a little fiddly to get in place, and they are supposed to interface with the intake ducts right here, which is barely, it's just, I might need to trim a little bit. That is primed in black. This here is going to actually get all painted in silver in here, and I am going to be using the Viejo metallizer set, the 4th set. I will be using that too after I prime the rest of this in black. As you can see, these right here are numbered. These are the part numbers to go with the other pieces. I am not going to open the panels up, so I'm not actually going to go ahead and paint the nacelles. I was only worried about the inside. As you can see, that is very detailed there. If we can get a light in, we could actually see down in there. That is painted all the way back. And again, here's more of the AK. You can kind of see in there. I may do another one of these in the future and actually put a block in here and then light it, put an LED and light it up, but do a block for the front so you can't see the light coming from the front, because you're not going to see that on the real aircraft. But you would see the it from the rear. And if you're in the US, the Dollar Tree has these little LED votive candles that are supposed to flicker and just doing a slight orange tint maybe would help, but it has the right flicker, not only for like a flame or fire, but also for the inside of a jet nacelle. Again, these are weathered the same way, painted the same way, AK Interactive, and I have pigments and Tamiya and Hobby Lobby weathering kits. These actually look quite good. I've actually held them up, like here you can see. I don't remember the colors I used, but these right here for the wheels, they look pretty accurate because it is, even though it's an armor color, it's Russian modern green. But if we take these, and these are keyed to only go in a certain way here. There we go. Kind of key that in. You can see how nice that actually is in there. And it's actually fairly convincing. Just to aid in shadows, I will end up painting this in black to aid with the shadow portions. But that, aside from painting like some, the wheels there, actually I thought that I wanted to scratch them. Like the wheel parts and whatnot, I have not. This is all the further I have done. This is a very slow build kit. I am not going to rush through this one, mainly because once I have it built, I have nowhere to put it other than in storage, and I don't want to transport it across the country. When I move, I am moving out of state. I will be moving from Washington, most likely to Idaho, but I could be moving to North Carolina or Tennessee or even Kentucky. But definitely need to get out of this state. It is not for us. It is getting way too expensive and way too restrictive for my wife and I to be able to live. We are literally barely surviving based on the money here in this state and what we can do. There is nothing here. Too expensive. So we are looking to get out. Which is a shame because it's absolutely beautiful here, but politicians do what politicians do. But anyway, that is all the further I have got on this kit. As you can see, it is very well boxed. It is a very nice kit. You have your choice of regular clear or tinted, or you can mix and match to make it more accurate. The decals in this are absolutely phenomenal. All the engraving is phenomenal. As far as I can tell, the fit on everything is phenomenal. But that is progress video number 1. After I get more done and painted, I will do another progress video. But this is going to be a slow build. I have several aircraft kits that are going to be extremely slow builds. Some will not be started until after I move, including some really nice Kitty Hawk SU-30Ks. And I have a Tacom Apache 35th scale. I have an old Pave Hawk and Academy Pave Hawk 135th scale that is going to get built. Several old MRC Vietnam era helicopters, Hueys, the medical helicopter, the Little Birds. Several of those are going to end up getting built as well. But those are, then I have a large 35th scale Cobra that is going to get built, but those are likely to be after we move into the house. For the most part, I'm going to be sticking with cars as long as we're here, because cars are easier to transport. I am even going to be reviewing. I won't comment. I won't review my print stuff. Other than you'll see it, but I will but I won't review my print quality because I'm obviously biased. but I do sell 3D printed parts. I design 3D printed or 3D printable parts, and I sell the files, which you can use for your own personal use, or if you want to print to sell them, give me a holler, let me know what you want to do. And but I will also be reviewing various files for 3D printable kits as well. So I'm going to cut this one short. This is not supposed to be a long video. This was just a quick progress video. So please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and have a great afternoon.